Aquarius and Gemini.
Right after Senpai recovered, we got news that the Dragon Lord would be resurrected, so the college sent us on a mission again. After arriving, Senpai locked himself up in a hotel to analyze data. I didn't want to distract him. Well, I said I'd go out for a bit, and ended up in an internet cafe playing StarCraft. You probably think I'm totally useless right now. Hey, do you have to be so direct? I played games for days. Finally, I went back to the hotel to see where Senpai was. Who the hell knew that one simple subway trip would get me into the Dragon Lord's Nibelungen? Even if I hadn't gotten into the subway that day, the little dragon girl would have still turned into the Dragon Lord. Skill! Royal Flame! Your real name?
He is my brother. His dragon name is Fenrir, Lord of Earth and Mountain.
Fenrir. In Norse mythology, the wolf offspring of Loki, the god of mischief, and the female giant Angerboda.
So, you must have guessed what my name is, right?
Jormungandr. Fenrir's sister.
That's right. My name is Jormungandr. Jormungandr the Dragon Lord. In your myth, I am the great serpent that encircles Midgard.
And you should have another sister. Hela. Her name is Hela.
Hela is not yet born, but she will be soon. Today will be her birthday, and her birthplace is right here.
No way.
Don't worry, my brother. There will not be a third Dragon Lord tonight. And your deduction is correct. There is a pair of twins on the thrones of the 4 overlords. Hela, the goddess of death, is the mixed lineage of my brothers and my bloodline. Tonight, she will come to live right here.
You want to devour him?
Yes, but I never thought the humans could reveal this secret just from pieces of fragmented history. Our strength comes from our lineage. But us purebloods are not like you lowly hybrids. While you are trying to improve the purity of your blood, we have already reached the peak. Our method to strengthen the talent is to blend in the blood of other pureblood kin. When I devour him, our blood will be blended, and Hela will be born. Hela is neither Jormungandr or Fenrir. She is the sum of us two, and is stronger than both of us combined.
What? You'll evolve into gods?
Well said. As the goddess of death, the queen of the Nibelungen, She will open all the doors to the realm of the dead. That will raise the curtain of the return of the age of myth. How magnificent it is. Such a shame that you cannot live to see that moment.
You told me about your brother. That he trusted you and thought the world of you. He could have fought back. But he was confused when you impeded him. You could have devoured him a long time ago. Why wait till today? After all that trouble.
Because I love him.
But you'll still devour him, right? Why? Why would you talk such nonsense with a human like me? You are a dragon. Even if there are only 2 of your kind left, you'll still do anything and sacrifice your only hope for companionship to obtain power. Yours is a race where only the strongest survive. That's why you are stronger than us humans. Only the strong can survive till the end. The weak ones are just food for them. You have already succeeded. You have no need for a weakling's tears.
Yes, you are right. You are so strange. Are you truly a human? The way you think about things. Aren't you one of us?
I'm just trying to figure you guys out from a theoretical standpoint. I have pretty decent grades in my theory class.
But he isn't food. He's my brother.
You aren't nearly as powerful as your brother. Why?
Is it your curiosity as an academic? Yes, your guess is right. It doesn't hurt if I tell you the truth. The twins on the throne are not identical. Actually, to be quite honest, we complement each other perfectly. Between me and Fenrir, Fenrir has an innate advantage in his lineage. His extra skill is far better than mine, but his intelligence is limited to a very low level.
You're his brain. All he needs to do is trust you.
Yes, he always listens to me.
All this was planned by your father, the Dark King, yes? Those who are truly powerful also have great weaknesses. They are, in fact, your food reserves. When all else fails, you can always eat them.
Yes, they are born to be food. You're awake!
Last time, when I woke up after passing out for so many days, it was also you who I saw first.
Are you still going to thank me?
Like a nightmare.
The nightmare is over. You are about to die. Do you have any last words?
For Shavi? Or Jormungandr?
To Shavi, I suppose. You don't know anything about Jormungandr.
Why do you want me to come over?
You weren't supposed to die here. If only you'd done exactly as I asked you in my text. Had a good night's sleep. Then come over to my place wearing your new clothes tomorrow at noon. Of course, you wouldn't have found me there, because I would have been gone by then. According to my plans, tonight is the night that Hela will be born. But why did you come here, even after I told you not to?
Don't mind me. All I really need are a few more minutes. I have a few more questions.
Yes.
When I met you for the first time, I felt like we'd met before. Why was that? Why can't I remember?
I told you we grew up together as best friends. We've been classmates since forever. Neither of us had any other friends to speak of. When you think about it, we're the closest people in this world.
It's not that I don't believe you, but I really struggle to remember. That's why I keep trying to recall it.
I erased your memories. It's not good for you to remember me.
Why me?
Because you carry Odin's mark. I don't know what led him to choose you. I watched you because I wanted to learn about Odin. I really put a lot of effort into it, you know. I even tried to use my charms to seduce you. Oh, but you turned out to be completely uninterested, much to my disappointment. What? Are you mocking me? I wasn't too well versed in all things human back then, so I wasn't great at it.
You have been learning about human behavior all this time?
You know nothing about dragons. We, much like humans, are born into this world as innocent as children.
Aren't you a god?
You are so stubborn. Even a god, when he is first born into this world, is still like an innocent child, you know?
So you needed to study how to pretend to be human.
Yes, I needed to observe closely someone who was laughing to understand why they were laughing. And when someone was sad, I needed to remember how they looked so I could do it too. Sometimes I got close to guys on purpose in order to observe the desire they had for me, or love, as you would call it. After I collected and combined all that knowledge, I was able to create Shavi, a girl who had never existed in this world. I should have remained hidden for longer. Then I wouldn't have had to sacrifice my brother. But my time is up now.
It was also you at the amusement park, right?
I guess I wanted to find out just how strong the strongest hybrid out there really is. If we could survive, it'll be easier for me to gain your trust. Because I suddenly changed my mind, of course. You displayed an ability to purify blood, so I figured I could shift the attention onto you. That way I could better conceal myself, and I was right. Hey! Tell me you didn't think I saved you because I loved you or something like that.
Sounds forbidden. Impossible.
Right, quite unlikely. That would be sympathy.
Sympathy?
Yes. Are you done with your questions?
Last question.
Yes, it's me, Shavi. Don't worry. You just had a bad dream, and everything scary in that dream simply wasn't real. I've been right by you all along, just like the last time when you slept for 10 days. Ah! Ugh. The human that resembles a dragon most. Nicely done.
No. You are not Shavi. You are Jormungandr.
Yes, I am Jormungandr. Jormungandr, the Dragon Lord. Don't sound as if I have consumed your girl already. Shavi is there. Go. I have left everything about her there.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.
When Senpai goes into blood rage mode, he's like a real dragon. The way he looks, the way he acts. If not for that, we would have all died inside that subway's Nibelungen. I wonder if Senpai regrets it now. I mean, he fell for that girl. Had it been you, would you have had the courage to stab the dragon girl? I keep getting the feeling that the senpai, the dragon girl, is still alive. Even though he never shows any feelings, and none of us knows what he thinks. Later he would use Fire Twister when he used Royal Fire, just like how he would use Windlord's Stare when he was with the dragon girl. Sometimes I envy senpai. I think the feeling is mutual between them. Wait, I shouldn't envy him. That little gangster princess could turn out to be the Dragon Lord. I guess I'm just gonna go help out now. Let's go back.
Finally! Other college students, please, give me something to... Are you gonna pretend that you don't know me? I'm gonna take a picture of you guys and post it on the forum.
Why are you here?
During my internship in Japan, I suddenly lost all contact with the college. I couldn't get a hold of anybody. I ended up having to go through dumpsters for food.
We held you back. Things didn't go so smoothly on our end either.
Are you gonna buy me dinner or not? Or are you just trying to make me starve? I'm finally alive again.
The Japan division has betrayed us. We're in the middle of a blackout. We can't contact Eva.
I knew that already. Did you think I came to Japan just for my internship? My surveillance equipment, spy cameras, and listening devices are dotted all over Hydra's territory.
Tell us what you have, Yusa-senpai. Date of the Light King's resurrection? Location of the Well of Bones? Devil Clan people's whereabouts?
It's the first time I've heard of this. And I'm already quite familiar with the clan chief's dirty laundry. Is anyone interested? All my hard work wasted!
We already have 5 men inside Japan, although we might be able to get more help.
Wait, we were really well hidden. How did you find us?
I was chatting with some cuties in the internet cafe when an unfamiliar ID sent me a picture of you three. He said he was your colleague.
What's the ID?
Something like Rikazama? What a girly name.
To laugh at people's stage names is quite impolite.
Whoa! She's again!
It's fine. The burly one's the older brother. The weakling is the younger.
Can I start eating again? Now?
What is someone as popular as you doing working here as a waiter?
I'm here to tell you, the death servitors who you saw at Minamoto Heavy Industry were actually lab rats of Tachibana.
What, you're telling me that Masamune Tachibana is running a death servitor spawning pool within Hydra? But why?
For a study on evolution medicine. That much is obvious. The only question is, will he try it on himself, or on that dying Uesugi girl? Also, you may be keen to know this. The King's Blade contacted Tachibana 3 hours ago.
My dear Major Bondarev, hello. This is a call from Talk to Me, my friend. After all, we have shared enough bottles of vodka to soak the history of tens of thousands of years. Dr. Herzog, it's really you. So, you're still alive. Please, call me King's Blade. You know, us ghosts of a bygone age should learn to embrace our new identities. It looks like evolution is a potent and intoxicating drug. So, why did you call me? We need to catch up. And perhaps we should also discuss how to share the legacy from the Light King. You know very well that only the blood of a god can help me achieve the final evolution.
The King's Blade wants a meeting with Masamune Tachibana? Shouldn't it be a duel between the head of the Devil Clan and the High Patriarch of the Hydra instead?
This is all I was able to hear. Tachibana accepted the invitation, and the place is where there's no sky and no earth.
Isn't that Tokyo Tower?
Yes, Tokyo Tower has an observation deck. It is only served by one elevator. Any conversation will be secret, kept away from both human and god. The King's Blade loves to stand tall and overlook the world like an emperor. So I'm quite sure they'll be there at midnight tomorrow.
What do you want us to do then? Surely it can't be as simple as eavesdropping on them.
Of course not. I don't care who will revive the god. I have only one goal. I want to kill the King's Blade.
The college will not intervene, unless you can prove that the King's Blade has blatantly crossed a line.
The King's Blade wants to turn himself into a dragon. He's already halfway through. I know you won't allow such a thing to happen.
All right, let's talk about who's doing what.
I need you three to wait in the grounds of the Tokyo Tower.
They're meeting in secret. I'm sure the entire block surrounding Tokyo Tower will be secured.
You must clear the scene first. I'm sure this won't be a problem.
We'll handle it. Go on. Sounds like we're doing all the work. What exactly is your role?
With all due respect, I don't believe you two can defeat the King's Blade. Corner our prey, because that is the job you've been given. Then I will go in for the kill. However, I know that Finger von Frings is an expert in interception. His news society usually digs up the truth.
Well, it's doable with laser tapping, but only within a radius of 100 meters, and with someone making adjustments throughout.
Don't you worry about that. I already have a plan. Finger, how much do you weigh?
190 pounds of pure muscle.
We need something that carries 200 pounds.
In addition, we could use someone to monitor the area around the tower. Best thing would be a sniper, capable of a kill from a distance.
I appreciate your confidence in me, but it would be a grave error to entrust me with this.
Nice to meet you, Sakura-kun. I've always looked forward to meeting you. Nice, the way you look at people. Tell me though, why do you have to hide when you have the eyes of a lion?
Huh? Lion? Isn't that Senpai's Lionheart Society?
Does it ring a bell? The King's Blade, called Tachibana, not long after Eryu Isugi had returned to Hydra. This cannot be a coincidence. What part does Tachibana want her to play? Why did he go through all the trouble to raise her? If we can stop all this, maybe she'll be safe.
Okay, I'll join.
Looks like everyone's here. If there are no questions, we can start. Our target is the King's Blade. We're in close proximity of Tokyo Tower. Running communication test. Everyone, report.
The assault team is ready.
The monitor is ready. Is this balloon totally reliable?
That's an aircraft. The sniper is ready.
Executioner ready.
A ghost!
Why are there death servitors here?
It's probably someone set up by one of them, but I don't know which side.
No matter which side they're on, they are all enemies. Ask me why I'm so calm.
You have a plan for dealing with them?
No, anything is possible in a goddamn place like Japan. I'm used to it by now.
I do apologize for interrupting your conversation, but I'm in this wet and cold place, bored out of my mind, so please, would you all shut the hell up?
Basara, Ukyo, quiet! Unknown vehicle is approaching Tokyo Tower.
Get ready, everyone. We will soon reach the ambush location. Take cover. Shh. Calm down. Be quiet.
I have fallen ill on my journey, but I still dream of riding on the open plains. Even after so many years, we haven't given up the good habit of arriving early, Major Bondarev. Can we get this done a little faster, please? We're getting old, and this world affords little patience to the aged. We should cherish every precious minute at our disposal.
Finger, Masamune Tachibana has entered the elevator. Are you ready to go?
Don't worry, there won't be any problems. I've also prepared a small present for you.
Gift?
My friends, you will shortly be watching it broadcast live from the aircraft.
Your appearance is quite ridiculous, and I have to say, you really look horrible, Dr. Herzog. Are you still trying to conquer the world? Even after all these years, my dear Dr. Herzog? We are old friends reuniting, so let's use our old voices. It feels more appropriate. Yes, sure. This path turned out to be much longer than I expected. But, you know, I am not concerned about the cost. Bloodshed is beautiful and noble. It is what drives evolution. Only a king with blood on his hands can truly call himself a king. His subjects are his nourishment. Your kingdom sounds exactly like a massive dining table. One at which you are the only one eating. A king is meant to be alone, above all. The king and anything that is ruled by the king are two separate entities. Look, Major Bondarev, strength is certainly a thing of beauty. However, the heroic attempt by the ant is just another joke to the anteater. You and I, we are the ultimate liars and schemers. You know that. How could two devils like us have the gall to ask for salvation? Yes, you are right. After the myriad of sins I have committed, how could I possibly count on God's mercy?
Tell me about your bargain.
I know Hydra has been surveying the location of the Well of Bones, and you do have the highest chance of finding the god. But to make the perfect evolution pill, you still need my instructions. You believe that as the High Patriarch of the Hydra, my only goal is to get rid of you in order to rule the world alone. And now that God is about to be awakened once more, I'm forced to share my throne with you. There is no reason to keep up the man of justice pretense when you are with me, Major Bondarev. I know all too well who you really are. You have controlled the Hydra. Your student is the High Patriarch of Mafias, and your mute daughter has the power to destroy the world. For decades, you have been looking for the Well of Bones, coveting the undersea Takamagahara. Only that naive student of yours could believe that you do what you do for the sake of justice. You are a true master of disguise, and are excellent at keeping hidden. I've always appreciated these qualities. I look forward to working with a partner like you. Working with you for what? To bring back to life the god. Only then can we extract the fresh embryo blood. This is the only thing that can evolve a human into a pure blood dragon! But I need all the keys to open this forbidden gate. I know that you possess some of them, and you know that I possess the remaining others.
Who gets the evolution pill?
Equal distribution, of course. Either evolution pills or the world, we both have an equal share. This way, your daughter can evolve into a pure-blood dragon and extend her life greatly. You think that I would use the perfect evolution pill on my own daughter and turn her into a perfect dragon? The so-called perfect evolution is ultimate evolution, but without the loss of one's sanity. She will still be your daughter, even after she inhabits a dragon's body. She is a devoted child. She's even prepared to destroy this world for you. Is this the reason why you have brought her up and look after her to this day? Then both you and Eri will evolve into pure-blood dragons? Right. By doing that, you could end up having a daughter with pure dragon blood running through her veins. A daughter capable of devastating half of Tokyo with the greatest of ease. You never had any children, did you? There is no motive. If I ever gave birth to a useless offspring, it would only bring great dishonor and shame. And no interest in women either, am I right? I guess you see them purely as nourishment. So how could you possibly form any kind of a... Ordinary women do not appeal to me. But your daughter, I can assure you, is no ordinary woman. Out of 100,000 humans that are given dragon blood, maybe one can survive. That is why I thought I was the only one. But your daughter has proved me wrong.
And you will use your half on yourself.
It would seem that the safest way is to use it on myself. It is far too difficult to control Jime. In reality, behind that girlish appearance hides a dangerous, venomous snake. Aren't you afraid that I might stab you in the back once again? We are competing to rule the world. Therefore, doesn't it make perfect sense to be fully prepared to stab each other in the back? What king would be so foolish as to share his throne with another? Next time, why don't you try stuffing a grenade in my mouth? Now you know that shooting me in the heart will be completely useless.
Well, that sounds fair. I think we should come to an agreement.
the hell did these death servitors come from?
We're surrounded. We need to think what to do.
Go take out the King's Blade. Leave this to us.
Such an odd combination of talent scores. S rank in the D-cipher resonance ability, but only D rank in terms of ability to control it.
It's you! You are still alive? They have survived the incomplete evolution pills. That is nothing short of a miracle. I guess those losers from Castle College are not completely useless after all. Look, the old Black Swan Bay Company is reunited once again. Where is my Christmas tree? Light the fireworks! There's a gift for everyone tonight!
Yes, it is a reunion. The truth is that from Hydra to Undersea Takamagahara and to Minamoto Heavy Industries, I've always wanted to get rid of you. To my great surprise, you always survived. You won't survive tonight, though. Tonight, finally, we will all become real ghosts.
That is not a proper greeting considering it's Christmas Eve. I have offered Major Bondarev a bargain as a Christmas present. As for you, how about a completed evolution pill?
Tonight there will be no bargaining, no kind of completed evolution pill. Just 3 ghosts from a bygone age giving their last testimony to the world.
The time has finally come to stop kidding yourself, Major Bondarev. Come to me, and allow me to grant you a second life. You have one great flaw, however. Huh? You also drank the blood of the Elder Dragon.
Yes, last night. I too had to turn myself into the devil. It takes one to kill one.
This is madness, Commissioner Bondarev. But don't get me wrong, I like it. We were clearly meant to be good friends.
Doctor, you still believe that we're cut from the same cloth? I'm here to kill you in the name of love and justice.
Such a boring joke. People would never abandon their own desires and ambitions. A man who betrays his own desires and ambitions has no value in this world. You've sacrificed all those lives just so you could reign for 1,000 years. And during that time, you've had to constantly watch out for usurpers. It all seems like too heavy a price to pay. I may have to pay a heavy price for this. But if I don't climb to the top, my life will lose all purpose. I have absolutely no interest in the legacy of the Light King. It will be total chaos once the god is fully revived. My dear friend, Major Bondarev. You have been pretending you're something you are not for way too long. So much so that you don't even remember who you are anymore.
Of course. How could you understand? You don't like women.
Women?
And you could never be a father. That's why. I will kill you.
What the hell? Why is Chisegen here?
Brother! Quick, block the elevator. Brother might get killed. The King's Blade is too strong.
Tell Kazama the plan's changed. We're intercepting the King's Blade. I knew it! One can't trust those pansies. Luminous! Get ready to shoot!
More guests, as it turns out. Did you invite them?
No, it has nothing to do with me. He's the Emperor. Even if we join forces, we won't be able to kill him easily. We should leave this place.
Have you thought about killing me? It would be a good way of proving yourself.
Given the circumstances, could I even kill you? You're already half evolved, while I'm just an ordinary hybrid. I think that running away may be your best choice.
So you chose to use the elevator. Great. I will use the elevator too. Because a clever mind would never leave an advantage to others.
You have chosen the wrong path, Herzog. This one will lead you straight to hell.
The King's Blade lands a heavy hit on Masamune Tachibana. A decisive blow, surely. Masamune Tachibana grabs the King's Blade's blade and launches a counter.
Impressive. Even my exploits with Johann against the Death Servitors pale by comparison. Haven't we destroyed Tachibana's spawning pool?
It's the King's Blade scheme.
Wait, the Death Servitors are retreating. Somebody is controlling them. Luminous, Finger, look around Tokyo Tower for anyone suspicious.
Nobody's suspicious detected. Aside from you guys, there are only 5 others. No, it's 6. 6 targets. The 6th person is on the very top of Tokyo Tower.
Hello, beautiful.
Shh.
It looks to me like all your reinforcements are here.
Dad?
Chise, are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is for Eri. Are you ready?
When will you realize that sheer numbers can do nothing when faced with absolute strength and power?
You didn't expect an end like this? That's true. I would have expected a more interesting end for someone like you.
Goodbye, Doctor. A brilliant man such as you surely deserves a fitting end. If I were you, I would jump out of that window.
Jump of the century! Jump of the century! You are now watching Dr. Herzog, aka the King's Blade, leader of the Devil Clan, as he's about to jump off from a tower!
Senpai, behind you!
Yeah?
Useless! So useless! There's an aircraft right behind you!
Oh! It's as they say. Nobody can guess how they will die.
Senpai! Damn it! The Kingsblade got in the aircraft's rope ladder! He's escaping!
Sakura, stop shooting like this. Aim for the rudder at the rear of the aircraft. Do that. I'll do the rest.
Kingsblade!
Chime. Why are you here?
I talked to Crow and Yasha. We thought that you should come to the observation deck. You need protection, and I'm the only realistic choice for the task.
Get somebody to clean this place up right away. And get me a doctor.
Are you on drugs?
I still have some embryo blood reserves. But if I undergo serum therapy, I could possibly live for a couple, maybe even a dozen more years. Perhaps even long enough to see you walk down the aisle. I know that you will never forgive me for what happened at Black Swan Bay. But please, you mustn't hold it against Chisei. It was me who gave the order to abandon you inside the trench. And it was also me who trained those death servitors. Chisei is only a child who couldn't say no to me.
Dad.
Death servitors. They are all death servitors.
Get back in! Keep it together. Crow and Yasha will think of something. Sakura! Listen to me.
I'm listening.
When the elevator door opens, I'll deal with the death servitor. You get Mr. Tachibana into the elevator. I'll be okay.
This is not my duty.
You know that weapons maintenance girl? She's always hungry. If you give her something to eat, she'll do anything for you.
Hey. Do you want to come work for me?
You give me food, and I work for you.
So, it's decided then. You'll come and work for me. What can you do?
It's a deal then. I only know how to kill.
No, I can do the killing myself, but I do need a pretty underling. Would you like to fill that position?
But I don't know what kind of pretty girls you like.
I don't know. But it can't hurt to try.
Deal. You give me food, and I'll be your pretty girl.
Be a good girl and listen to me. Extra skill! Sovereignty! Close the door! Close the door!
Can mercury and a thermite firebomb really do that?
Why are you asking me this?
From past history, it would appear that the killing blow against a dragon lord can only originate from something beyond the scope of science.
You're pretty smart.
Yet you still accept this plan.
We have more weapons at our disposal. If the Musashi chief fails, it's not him who should jump into the Red Well. It's me.
I've already guessed the answer. There's no other way, right?
If I fail as well, then we will have to throw Eri into that well. She is our last resort.
If I've guessed right, Eriojo-san is a devil, isn't she?
Yes, she is the most powerful devil there is. The clan needs her power. She's been raised as a weapon, one to be sacrificed.
No wonder then that Masamune-san and you care so much about Eriojo-san.
We care about her, but it's the kind of care that a samurai shows to his sword.
Right. If you want to enjoy the rain, I can get you an umbrella.
Now that you've heard the truth, aren't you going to say anything? Like that I'm cruel and contemptible?
I don't feel that way. We are both expendable weapons. We become useless to whoever wields us the moment we break. We are both killing tools. I know how you feel. I'll get the umbrella.
If the situation gets resolved, I want to go to France. Would you like to join me?
With great honor.
Hanaki! Senpai! You need to hurry! Sakura's fighting all alone up there! She'll die!
We're surrounded by death servitors. It's not looking good. We're out of options.
Chise, you have to get a hold of yourself. We're all your retainers. We're all expendable and replaceable. But you are not.
No. No.
I'll go get the Hummer. We must leave separately. Bring Chise with you. Get out of here and...
Did you know that Sakura was left stranded in Afghanistan as a child? Eventually, she came to work in the clan's armory. She was dressed in... I asked her if she was willing to be my pretty underling. She told me that she would, as long as I gave her food. From that day on, she became Sakura. She was good at mimicry. My clumsy little swallow has finally left the nest and flown away. And her flight is as blossom.
Chisei, is Eri doing all right?
Stabilized now. She did have something after she woke up, so she's off the drip. A package came for her this afternoon. It had some of her old toys and some clothes. She looked very happy.
All that matters is that she's happy, and that she is able to return safe and sound. By the way, the katana I had for you was ready, so I sent it. It's now on its way to you.
Dad! Young Chief, go back!
No. Let's...
Help me.
Damn it, something must have gone. Johan Chu, you help me rescue Ruri Kazama. Luminous, you two head back to Takamagahara.
It saddens me deeply that the era of true gentlemen and true ladies is long gone. Today, the relationship between a man and a woman is but a fast-paced affair.
Mobile devices. Their relationship is sustained through the use of mobile devices. But surely you can't transmit human warmth through something like that?
Just thinking about it breaks my heart. I think it is high time I poured myself a drink. I am lucky, however, that you are here keeping me company on such a dreadful night.
It's the same with me. A toast in honor of Mr. Whale.
A toast to Heracles.
But perhaps the soul is already dead, leaving the body to linger on in this world. Thankfully, there was a rope attached to the aircraft. I grabbed it and hung on, but I did bump against the Tokyo Tower a couple of times.
How is he? Still alive?
He's still breathing.
Leave him inside the club.
Damn, thank God you're back. I was this close to losing it.
You're alive?
Welcome back.
What happened?
The King's blade isn't dead. It seems his mind's controlled by the woodblock sound. Luminous was affected, but managed to free himself. He can't.
Let's get him into the room. You have the right to remain silent!
I know what you're going to ask. I'll tell you everything. But please don't rush me. Please, allow me time to think. That way I can explain it better. This is my real face. Up until now, you've only seen me in makeup. Now you'll see. I'm not as handsome as my brother. When I was little, I kept wishing I could be like my brother, who was so perfect and stuck with someone so plain as me. But my brother's true strength lay in his heart. Once he decided to act on justice's behalf, he would keep that commitment for life. Later, Tachibana took my brother away as an heir to the Gen clan. As for me, I met the King's Blade. He taught me kabuki and fed me hard liquor with the evolution pill mixed in. The rest is in a haze. I killed 14 girls within a single night. I transformed their bodies into wax statues and dressed them in kabuki costumes. But I was only dreaming. When I woke up, my brother had pierced through my heart. He tossed my corpse down into the well and sealed it forever. He will come back for me. King's Blade. He will come back. No one is able to kill him.
If you can't kill the King's Blade, why do you think your brother can?
My brother has a last ace in the hole. He has Eri Uesugi at his disposal. Even though she's beyond damaged in some areas, she can rival the Dragon Lord.
This country is just full of monsters, isn't it? Take a long break. You deserve it. Do you want us to bring you back some breakfast?
Now that you've heard all this, do you still think of me as a friend?
Until you turn into a devil, we may not be friends, but we are still allies. Should the King's Blade manage to track you down, we will protect you.
Promising to protect somebody so recklessly is a foolish thing. Nevertheless, thank you.
Give me 2 more shots. I can't take anymore. I fell in love with her the moment I saw her. She's such an adorable wildflower. But you know us gangsters would never tell anyone that we fallen in love with a girl. They would start... Don't worry. We're brothers. And I will never mock you. And Sakura has a crush on the boss. Actually, I feel quite happy for her. The boss is a good guy, even though he's a bit of a sissy. Having been a gangster, a gambler, a schemer, and a well-dressed animal my whole life, I've fallen in love with a number of girls. Anyway, Sakura could never like me. Don't worry. Pick any girl and I will send you away. Even if I have to abduct her. We're the young chief's retainer. It wouldn't be bad if things stayed like this. Hey! You okay? Damn you, Chiseigen. A good girl likes you. Why on earth do you act so completely indifferent? Hmm?